Why did I found City Career Series and Commercial Law Academy? To be honest, I never intended to start a business, let alone a publishing company. At university, I had attended dozens of open days, participated in countless interviews and case studies, and was lucky enough to have secured 6 internship offers from city firms. I took detailed notes throughout all the workshops I attended and carried out further research into all of the topics that came up during my interviews, which left me with hundreds of pages of insights and definitions by my final year. At this point, I started running a mentoring scheme where myself and others with training contracts offered free one-on-one application and interview support to other students during weekly employability clinics. And this ended up giving me a first-hand insight into students' key concerns. Now, our degrees didn't teach us most of the technical stuff that came up during interviews, and we didn't have a huge amount of support with the recruitment process more generally. So I decided to collate my notes into one document. I worked a little on the structure. I pleaded with city firms to sponsor me so that I could afford to print the book, then distributed copies for free to members of a society that I had co-founded. And this essentially turned out to be the first ever edition of my commercial law handbook. Then, based on the feedback I received, I quickly realised there was a gap in the market for interview-specific commercial awareness and employability advice more generally, as many aspiring lawyers faced case studies and application questions centred on concepts that they weren't taught by their universities. And so City Career Series was born. I then progressed through the LPC and my training contract at Freshfields, qualified and continued practising as a lawyer, and started training and mentoring thousands of aspiring lawyers. And I've since drawn on these experiences when rewriting books and adding new titles to the series, with my most recent book being my training contract handbook. But Commercial Law Academy wasn't created until later. During the 2020 lockdown, I started developing and delivering virtual events to support students who could no longer attend in person or access my physical books. I recorded these events at the time and subsequently wanted to find a way to make the content available on demand. Ultimately, this is where the idea of online courses was born. I also realised that by building online courses, I could take the content from my books to a whole new level, bringing it all to life through supplementing the text with hundreds of videos, commercial awareness quizzes, practice psychometric test questions, animations, downloadable PDFs, and more. Now, I really enjoyed this process and have since spent literally thousands of hours improving the content, developing new courses, bringing in expert speakers, animating the most popular lessons, and building a community of thousands of aspiring lawyers across various social platforms. By bringing everything online, this also meant people could access the content instantly, including international students who often had to wait weeks and pay a small fortune in delivery fees. Digital content is also cheaper to make available than books, as I don't have to cover printing costs. And this meant I could keep prices low, which was great as accessibility has always been really important to me. All in all, I love how much more interactive and flexible the e-learning platform is, plus I rarely have the opportunity to engage with my readers, but can regularly engage with my subscribers. For example, I run monthly seminars for subscribers during which I review their CVs and applications live on air, plus I answer questions in the e-learning platform forum, and I get to regularly read feedback. Check out commerciallaw.academy and citycareerseries.com for more information about our e-learning platform for aspiring commercial lawyers and our career-centric handbooks.